Welcome back, this is M-Dog, and we are playing Fisher Online. I am currently at one of the DLC maps. There's now two. I'm at the Siberia Enisey map, and we are doing the daily quest for Siberian Dace. Trying some different baits to kind of see what's going to work best. We might try a couple different spots as well. For now, though, we are seeing some. Really, none of these are... yeah, I guess not quite the right size, huh? Alright, so on this one we're trying regular mayfly. Let's see what we catch here. Two gun. We'll try it one more time before we switch off mayfly. And then the middle one we're trying mayfly larva. Of course, 0 size hook on all three. So there's a Siberian Dace. And on the first one we're trying bark beetle larva. So far the large one came in on larva bark beetle. But the mayfly larva has certainly been working as well. We're catching dace and tugun here. And for the daily, we just need to catch just over 2 kilos worth of dace. There's another tugun. So we've tried twice now, seen the same result. Let's switch baits. Let's try something else. Let's try maggots. A cheap bait. I think the goal here is probably just to find like what works reasonably well and is the least expensive bait. There's another nice one. It might be the bark beetle larva. Because the mayfly larva, while it certainly works, is a little bit more expensive, right? Let me confirm that I'm right on that. Well, let's don't walk away from a bite here. That looks like a tugun. Bark beetle once again. Must have just been playing around. Wasn't really on there. Alright, let's double check this. Let's double check it here. So 23. It's not that much of a difference. But certainly something like maggots obviously is a lot cheaper if that ends up working. Bark beetle is a little cheaper than mayfly larva. So either way is probably fine. If it's a noticeably different bite rate, it helps you get through the daily quicker, and then you can go on to catching fish that's going to make more silver and XP for you anyway. We are catching a lot of tugun on these. Tugans are not bad XP. I mean, if you notice that was 537 XP for a large tugun for that small of a fish. Oh, let this be a Siberian Dace. The quest is almost over. Of course it's not. A large golden crucian. And that was on what? Maggot? Let's give maggot one more chance. The dace might not like the maggot. We should also probably try, like if that doesn't end up working, we should probably try like bloodworm or worm as well. What is this? Another crucian, I'm guessing. So maybe that's the problem with some of these normal baits, bloodworm, worm, that kind of stuff's going to catch those. Well, what else could we try that would be inexpensive? Sometimes grain. What about these new maggots? Let's try a natural maggot. These are, of course, from the new Thousand Islands USA DLC map. Will they even work on this map? Will the fish here even accept them? A perch? How cute. So the only issue with bark beetle right now is that the bite rate's been a little slow. We've caught the right fish on it, but the bite rate's been a little slow. Siberian Dace. I mean, they're not worth anything, so we might as well get some club XP for it. So we're about a fourth of the way there. Again, we could try a different spot too. Like I was thinking down here, like you can walk as far as you can go that way. Maybe try a spot down there. But the other thing that looks promising to me, because these are a very small like carp species, I believe. They're non-predatory fish. So maybe here where it's a little calmer, maybe we just walk straight down here and just cast into the shallow waters down there. I kind of feel like trying that. But if you look at fish on lake, I think I'm right on that. The Siberian Dace carp species, non-predatory, small. Max weight around 200 grams. That's not right. What's the record? Siberian Dace. 800 grams. On mayfly larva. Interesting. Mealworms, it looks like it's catch roach. Just trying to look at the other baits that are working well on this map. So Tugan goes to mayfly larva as well, and then we're definitely seeing that. All right, next fish we catch here, let's just bring the line in and let's move spots. We can always come back here if we need to. I really want to go fish at the Italy map. I think that's what the next video will be. I want to try some stuff at Italy, but I always come by the DLC map since they're free to travel just to see what the daily was. This was one I hadn't ever done before, so I was like, let's try it. It's always worth it to get that huge chunk of XP and those 4 angler tokens for 1 daily. There's a Tugan again. Okay. All right, this is the first one on the new maggot type. Okay, there's a Siberian Dace. Okay, that's promising, so we'll keep using those at the new location. So we're at, what, 680 grams? Yeah, we just need to start catching them. Obviously. So I'm wondering, like, off the main current here, let's see if we can find a intriguing little spot down here that maybe has some activity. We'll cast it just a little bit into the middle of this area. Are we going to be able to get by right here? Oof, yep. All right, what about right here? Kind of see that? Yeah, I think this looks good. I think we should try it right here. And we'll cast a little farther out, kind of into the middle. Still using 3 different baits. That's a good sign. Bark beetle larva, fish number 1. Just let it be a dace. Yes. Give it a little bit longer, and then we'll probably switch rod 3 to bark beetle larva as well, unless this is a dace. If this is a dace, then we'll wait, because... Okay. So far, 0 Tugan caught on the natural maggots. That's kind of interesting. If they don't start coming in pretty quickly, I may not keep this video going long enough to finish the daily, because that's just unnecessary. This is, not the most exciting type of fishing, but at least we've kind of talked about some of the baits that can work here getting these days. So they're just not quite small enough for the turning them into fish pieces. I don't remember, not fish pieces, but live bait. I don't remember what the size requirement is on that. That is nice. That's a big boy. Oh man, we're gonna be done soon if we catch a couple more like that. So I don't know why, but this bait is all of a sudden really slow. Let's try going bark beetle on this one. It's a cheaper bait anyway. All right, I like it. I like it. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, if you can catch that 200 gram size, easy peasy. All right, let's see if this is another 200 gram one. A roach. It was a roach. So we are catching less of the Tugun down here, though. It may be because we're not using this mayfly larva bait anymore, though. As much as anything. Let's see, what did we catch? Were Tugun always caught on, well, on mayfly or mayfly larva, it looks like. So maybe that's really what's decreased our Tugun catch. So let's see. It's 12:17. We are very close. I mean, we're over halfway finishing this. So let's I think we've seen enough. So this is the Siberian Dace. I kind of like the bark beetle larva. Natural maggot was interesting, but at the end of the day, I probably would prefer just having everything on bark beetle larva. Let's do this one closer, by the way. And just, yeah, finishing it up as quickly as possible. It seems to me that might be the best strategy. Zero hook, obviously the way to go. Even the largest one ever caught is too small for an upgrade in hook size. So we could do smaller leaders, like that possibly could work. I can't imagine that using ground bait, you know, is needed in this situation, but leader size could be a bit of a thing, but we're still catching them. So okay, so that is the daily here at always feel like I'm going to say the Enisey part right. Siberia Enisey on Fish Your Own Line, and oh, you get one bonus fish to grow on, it looks like. Don't be a roach. Don't be a roach. Nah, it looks like a dace. Yes. Nice. Oh, we're so close. That's perfect. Okay. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Hopefully in Italy.